Love talking media issues every Monday with Sophie Elsworth, media writer with The Australian. Thanks for joining us again, Sophie.
Good to be here, Chris.
Well, look, we've got some media stuff to get onto in a moment, but I want to talk about Donald Trump. This is vaguely related to the media. He's barnstorming the US in the midterm season at the moment. He's been all across Arizona the last couple of days. Have a look at what he had to say about Joe Biden.
Joe Biden can't speak clearly. He can't think clearly. So he tells law enforcement, you got to do something about this guy, Trump. He's killing me.
Yeah, so, he's got the law enforcement authorities searching Mar-a-Lago and pursuing Trump just because he's hopeless himself. This midterm is looking like, in media terms, Trump versus Biden all over again, even though Trump's not running.
It's interesting, isn't it, Chris? But Joe Biden, I mean, heaven help us, he's on the decline. And it's a real concern that he's still president, really. I mean, he seems to be losing some of his faculties. And so Trump can have a swipe at him like he did there. And I think we'll see more of this in the coming weeks.
I'll tell you what was funny, though. We all know the mashups, the little packages we cut together in the media. Some of the highlights of Joe Biden's lowlights, if you like. This sort of thing. Have a look at this one.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years.
Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here.
From the time I got to the Senate 720 years ago,
Oh, I hate seeing that one of him falling up the stairs. But you know the gaffes and the stumbles, they're endless. What Trump's doing at his rallies is playing his own little collection, his own little video up on the screen and showing people all these Biden stuff-ups, probably because the mainstream media in the US has censored them.
Well, that's right, Chris. There's a protection racket in the US media for Biden. There has ever since he's come into office, even before he came into office. It's really quite sad. It looks like elder abuse almost to me. The guy doesn't have all his faculties, and it's really sad to watch, if I'm brutally honest, Chris.
Yeah, honestly, if you watch the ABC here, for instance, you just don't see even a quarter of these Biden stuff-ups. So it'll be the same in the US, as we know, with most of the major television networks. So Trump actually plays them live to air, and sometimes when the cable networks are taking his rallies live to air, people get to see the stuff-ups that way. Let's bring it back to Australia, talk about stuff-ups. I can't believe the way the leftists in the media talk up Julia Gillard and her misogyny speech as if it was some sort of speech about something important of substantial rather than one where she was defending a crass sexist. Here's some of Lisa Wilkinson at Channel 10 talking it up.
Since leaving politics, you've gained a lot of credit for being the best kind of ex-Prime Minister. Dignity, humility, grace, not engaging in the daily political cycle. Have you ever got the call up from Malcolm or Kevin or Tony asking exactly how you do that?
I'm not running a training course, no.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Malcolm and Kevin have been shocking as ex-Prime Ministers. Tony Abbott's conducted himself with absolute dignity since he was Prime Minister. But why all this adulation for Julia Gillard, do you reckon, in the media, Sophie?
Well, because the media is heavily left. She's a woman, and they keep going on about this misogyny speech like it was the greatest thing that ever happened in the political world. And a lot of people didn't think that was the case, but you wouldn't hear that in the media. Julia Gillard's making money out of this. Good luck to her. But some of these reporters and presenters like Lisa Wilkinson, they're just fangirls, Chris. I mean, seriously, Lisa would love Julia Gillard. She's on the right side of politics for Lisa, and it fits in with the project, which, must I say, has atrocious ratings anyway.
Thanks for telling us what you think, Sophie. Great to have Sophie Elsworth with us every Monday. You can read her stuff in the